St. Mary's has won the toss and will receive. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to Manning Field, the home of Lynn High School football. For tonight's Thanksgiving Eve football game between the visitors, the Cougars of Austin Prep, and the home team, St. Mary's Spartans. We ask at this time you all please rise.
Good evening and welcome to Manning
St.
Field for
Mary's
Thanksgiving Eve
freshman
football. St.
cheerleader,
Mary's
Anaya Mayette,
taking on Austin
will
Prep.
grace us with her national anthem.
Enemy for St. Mary's to take on Thanksgiving Eve. They played a few. Fenwick, and now Austin Prep. We'll have the anthem sung by a young St. Mary's cheerleader, and we'll have football. The young lady who sang is coming over and talk to me. It's a big part of my day. Tell everybody who you are.
My name is Naya Mayette.
You did a terrific job. Do you sing at school too?
Yeah, I do. I sing at the with the chorus.
And different. I know they put on shows and plays and stuff. You in those?
I sing at mass for the choir.
Very good. You do a terrific job.
Thank you.
And you're a cheerleader besides.
Yes.
When do
And a
you
dancer.
do you do your classwork and stuff? When you're doing all this stuff, do you have a chance to even sit down and study? And are the marks good?
So I have to stay up and work my free time.
Well, stay with it. You do a good job.
Thank you.
Austin Prep is going to kick it off to St. Mary's, and we'll be underway. Sean Driscoll, the head coach, is getting his first taste of Thanksgiving Eve football. He coached Winthrop for a long time. They took on Revere, but that was Thanksgiving Day. Now he's at Thanksgiving Eve. The kick is away. We're going to try and follow the football because it's really foggy down there. St. Mary's gets it close to the 15-yard line. The kick went almost into the end zone.
David Brown on the return.
David Brown took it from the 1, got to the 15, and that's where St. Mary's will put it in play. St. Mary's is 6-4. Austin Prep is 4-6.
15-yard line.
St. Mary's scores at a pace of 15 points a game. They give up 17, but they have pitched 4 shutouts. Trying to turn the corner, being spun around. That was Percy with the carry. It's going to be awful difficult to pick up the yard marks and the ball. And he got out to the 18 for a pickup of 3. Second down and 7. Trying to turn the corner, coming to the near side, gets around the corner, gets across the 25, and that's Affolito.
Now Polito on the carry.
And that'll be a first down.
Bouncing the first down, first and 10, St. Mary's.
Out to the 28, he picked up 10. Yeah, it's going to be 5 against St. Mary's.
Ball stop, St. Mary's.
That'll push it back to the 23. First meeting for these two teams, as we mentioned, on Thanksgiving Eve. They're obviously in the Catholic Central League. They didn't play this year. I'm kind of surprised.
Penalty making a first and 15, ball to St. Mary's 23.
They play certainly in basketball and hockey and girls basketball and soccer. Off the right side, that's Percy.
George Percy, the ball carrier.
He got the 5 yards penalty back.
Gain of 5 on the play, second down and 10.
So second down and 10. They're not showing that tight double wing that they usually show. O'Leary with the keep. Gets a couple. Austin Prep thought they had it, but they said O'Leary was down.
Derek O'Leary on the key.
So third down and 8.
Gain of 2. That will bring up a third down and 8, ball to St. Mary's 30.
Opening drive of the ball game. We're down to this one and the granddaddy tomorrow, finishing up the football season. That's hard to believe. It's gone by like snapping your fingers. It's a year where all 5 Lynn teams were good enough to make the playoffs. O'Leary rolling, looking, lets it fly. He was looking for Affolito, but he bounced it.
Polito was incomplete.
Brings up a fourth down. St. Mary's will kick it away.
4th and 8, ball to the 30-yard line.
Austin Prep, without a running back, should get pretty good field position, and we got a whistle for a penalty.
Penalty against Austin Prep for offside.
It's against Austin Prep. That's still not enough for a first down. It'd be fourth down and a couple, but I don't think Coach Driscoll's going to take a shot here. Too early. High snap is handled. The kick is away. Takes a little bit of a St. Mary's bounce. And he'll get down at the 43-yard line of Austin Prep.
Austin Prep takes
Well, the Cougars of Austin Prep have pretty good field position on their opening drive. There's a fog rolling in. There's a light, like a spray of water. It's been off and on. It came down hard, then it stopped, then it came down hard again, then it stopped. During the first game, Lynn Tech played Kip, an all-Lynn Turkey Day. The pitch to the near side. Stood up after a short gain.
Michael Gizzi, the ball carrier.
Izzy with the carry, got to the 45.
Down to 8. Ball from the Austin Prep 45.
Second and 8. 2 wideouts to the far side as they go I formation. Slipped one tackle, breaks it to the outside, just got a piece of him and knocked him down.
Block area. Tripped up by number 3, Ali Barry. Play results in a first down, 1st and 10 Austin Brent off the St.
They go from 145 to the other 45. 10 yards and a first down. Now they go to the spread with 3 wideouts. Dropping back, letting it fly. Caught.
Throwing in no pass, complete to number 14, Adrian Gazada.
Gazada with the catch.
For a gain of 6 on the play.
At the St. Mary's 39.
St. Mary's 39.
It will be 2nd down and 4 for the Cougars. To go back under center with 2 wideouts to the near side. Rolling to the near side. Going to keep it. Cut up field. Ronald Noak, the quarterback.
Ronan dumps the ball carrier. Tripped up by number 8, Derek Colangis.
He got to the 32 for a pickup of 7.
Austin Brent off the St. Mary's.
And that's a first down. So Austin Prep on the move. They have it at St. Mary's 32. The 2 wideouts go to the far side. Gizzy off the right side. Finds a hole, stays in his feet, still on his feet. Driving near the 15-yard line. He started to come to the near side, saw the hole, and broke it to the goalpost.
Michael Gizzy, the ball carrier.
And he gets it to the 12. Actually, he got it to the 17. So he picked up 15 yards and a first down.
The results in first down, 1st and 10 Austin Prep.
How Austin Prep was running around, changing positions. They didn't like what was going on, so Austin Prep calls a timeout. So St. Mary's picked up 1 first down, but then a penalty hurt. They had to kick it away. They didn't pin Austin Prep that deep. They only had to start at the 43-yard line. Gizzy picked up 10, then he picked up 15. They picked up 3 first downs. And they have it 1st and 10 at the St. Mary's 17-yard line with that fog rolling in. Back to the eye with 2 wideouts to the near side. Now motion to the near side. Dropping back, looking to throw. Out in the flat, Gizzy wide open. Inside the 5.
Pass complete to number 22, Michael Gizzy. Play results in a first down, 1st and goal, Austin Prep, ball from the 4-yard line.
They put the ball at the 3. 14 yards and a first down. First and goal from the 3. Little mix up in the backfield, but they still got the handoff off. And they push it forward with Gizzy. He's a junior. The quarterback, Noak, is a sophomore. They get a yard to the 2.
Gain of 1 on the play.
8th play of the drive coming up.
Goal ball from the 3-yard line.
And when they snap the ball, we'll be halfway through this first period. Go back to the spread. Running it in is Noak.
Throwing a note on the carry and the touchdown. Score Western Prep 6, St. Mary's nothing.
Well, the CD hit him, but it was too late. He was in the end zone. Well, Western Prep made that look easy. $57 yards in 8 plays. The kick is good.
Point is blocked. 6:01 left in the first
I
quarter.
thought the official under the goalpost raised his hands, but the kick actually got blocked. So the kick was no good.
Nachos, pizza, hot dog.
So for the second time in the period, Austin Prep will kick it off. And we're virtually at the halfway mark. 1 second off the clock will put us at the halfway mark of the first period. St. Mary's trying to get, I can't say get Lynn a split because Kip is from Lynn. One Lynn team won, one Lynn team lost. Kip finishing up a great season with 9 wins in only their 3rd year. Jim Rabbit doing a terrific job for the Kip team. And you'll get to see them on Channel 15. They'll play a couple of teams in basketball, but they'll also be in the Boverini, replacing English that's going to a tournament out in the Midwest someplace. The kick is away. Fielded just inside the 15-yard line with a head of steam up, airborne across the 30-yard line.
Ellie Barry on the return.
Barry with the return.
Tripped up by number 5, Brendan Walsh. St. Mary's takes over 1st and 10. Ball off their own 33-yard line.
At the 33 is where they'll put it. They go under center, but they still don't show that double wing. And we got a whistle. Offside.
Offside, Austin Prep.
That'll make it 1st and 5. Wide out to the near side. Trying to come to the near side, can't turn the corner. Get piled up and pushed back.
Field the ball carrier.
That's Affolito.
Back up by a host of Austin Prep defenders.
And he put it back at the 38 for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Second and 5 from the 38. Now they go to that double wing. They give it to Percy, slips a tackle, tries to turn the corner. Gets knocked forward to about the 40 or 41-yard line.
Runs Percy, the ball carrier. Connor McCarthy on the tackle. Gain of 3.
So a big play coming up, 3rd and 2 from the 41-yard line.
41.
O'Leary, the quarterback, will bring the play back to the huddle. from that tight double wing. O'Leary with the keep, gets loose. He's open down the. They're not going to catch him. He's gone. Rolled like he was going to pitch it to Percy. Took off. And what certainly his last football season as a senior in high school. He takes it 59 yards. $67 yards in 3 plays, 59 of them by O'Leary, and they look for the extra point to take the lead. Stay in that tight double wing. Long count by O'Leary. And St. Mary's going to take a timeout. I think they might have been trying to draw him offside.
Timeout, St. Mary's.
One tick under 4 minutes left in this first period with Dave, and you saw the replay of O'Leary. That last dive, he wasn't even close. That was maybe a little frustration trying to dive, but he had no chance of getting O'Leary, who was gone. He broke it to the far side, faked like he was going to pitch it to Percy, and that left him a lane. He took it, broke it to the middle, and wound up going near side into the left corner of the end zone. 59 yards on the carry. And St. Mary's going to go for 2. They give it to Percy off the right side. He's in.
Point conversion is good. 3:59 left in the first quarter. St. Mary's 8.
So 67 yards in 3 plays. Percy gets the 2-point conversion, and St. Mary's grabs an 8-6 lead. Here's the replay again. Just running away. There's that last dive. He was not within 5 yards of O'Leary. So St. Mary's answers right back. He only had to go 62 yards because of the Austin Prep 5-yard penalty. Bouncing around at the 19-yard line. A very good return. Lentz Alterner gets it almost to midfield. They're going to put it down at the 49. A nice 30-yard return. And Austin Prep has good field position once again as they start their second possession. They started from the 43 and scored. Now they're starting from their 49. Wideouts right and left. Gizzy coming to the near side. Cuts it up inside, stays on his feet into St. Mary's territory. A pickup of 4.
David Brown on the tackle. 8 of 4 on the play. Second down and 6. Ball for St. Mary's 47.
2nd and 6. Looking, gets away from one. Now he's going to let it fly, throws it out of bounds. Good pressure by St. Mary's. That's tough for Noak, the quarterback. He's right-handed, rolling to his left, trying to get that off. And it's going to be 3rd and 6. The wideouts go to the far side. They go back to that I formation. Motion now to the far side. Looking to throw. Caught. It'll be a first down. Gizzy with the catch. They need 6. They got 9. From the 38, it will be 1st and 10. Again, the I formation with wideouts right and left. Gizzy coming to the near side, trying to turn the corner. Straight arm. He winds up making something out of nothing. Looked like he was going to get caught in the backfield.
Michael Gizzy, the ball carrier. Driven out of bounds by number 4, David Brown.
They put it to 35. He wound up getting 3 when he looked like he was going to lose a couple. 2nd and 7.
3 on the play. Second down and 7. Ball for the 35.
It's been all Gizzy and Noak here in the early going for the Cougars. In trouble. He's going to get hit, wrapped up, and knocked down. Jack Marks with a big defensive play. Almost like he was in the huddle, knew what the play was going to be. Again, right-handed quarterback rolling to his left. When he turned around, the only thing he saw was number 14. They lost 9 yards.
Bring up a 3rd and 16.
3rd and 16
St. Mary's 44.
from the 44. Big-time play by Marks, who's only a freshman, by the way. It's a very young St. Mary's team. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. And did Austin Prep jump again? They did. So they had a first down at the St. Mary's 38, 1st and 10. The ball, they now need 11 yards to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and 21.
Penalty against Austin Prep, delay game.
Again, double wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. They go to the spread. Dropping back, looking to throw over the middle, wide open with the catch. Close to first down yardage. Altena with the catch.
Those pass complete to number 83, Lance Altenwalk.
They put it down to 28. He picked up 21. That should be a first down. And it is.
Gain about 21 on the first down.
Well, they had 3rd and 21, and they got 21.
28-yard line.
He was wide open over the middle. We're in the final minute. Austin Prep on the move again from the eye. They got a piece of Gizzy, but they couldn't bring him down. Again, looked like he was going to get hit in the backfield. They blitzed. They got there. They got a hand on him. But he slipped away and broke it to the far side. The play was supposed to come to the near side.
And a 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6.
He picked up 4. I don't know if they'll get this play off. I don't think they're going to get this play off. And they don't.
That's the end of the first quarter. St. Mary's 8, Austin Prep 6.
St. Mary's leading at 8-6. St. Mary's with 82 yards on the ground, 59 of them on that touchdown run by Doherty. Austin Prep has 89 yards, 39 on the ground, 50 in the air with 6 first downs. St. Mary's has 2 first downs. And Austin Prep is on the move again. 2nd and 6 from the St. Mary's 24. Looking to make it 2 for 2. They scored on their first possession. They're trying to score here on their second possession. It was senior night here at the ballpark. They were the football seniors. Nick Nowak, Marcus Brunson Perez, who's a very good basketball player, Derek O'Leary, Daniel Laria, Alec Colasiti, Dylan Abkarian. And they also honored the senior cheerleaders, Angel Gauthier, Lily Gorette, Tyler McCoy, Rebecca Jules, Eleni Lacousis, Melissa Waite, Christina Eddowes. Congratulations to those seniors, and there's the St. Mary's cheerleaders with their raincoats on. St. Mary's blitzing again and again. Gizzy runs away from, they're not wrapping him up. They blitz, they get him, but they don't hold on to him. And there's a flag on the play. Going to be holding against Austin Prep, I think. They move it back to the 40-yard line. So it winds up a 16-yard penalty because they don't mark it off from the line of scrimmage. They mark it off from the point of the foul. It happened in the backfield. So now they need 22 yards. 2nd and 22. They stay in that I formation with a wideout on either side. Dropping back, looking to throw, and they overthrow the intended receiver. He was open. Altena, who's only a junior. So the 3 main guys right now is quarterback is a sophomore, Gizzy the runner, and Altena the receiver are both juniors. 3rd and 22. Penalties hurting them because they looked like they were moving the football. Although they did convert on a 3rd and 21. They go to the spread, 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Dropping back, looking to throw. Lets it fly high, long, and deep. Incomplete. They were looking for Michael Silva. He had two guys all over him. And Austin Prep will kick it away. Well, that penalty hurt. St. Mary's will get the ball back. High snap. They get the kick away. Look like St. Mary's got a piece of it. It's not going to go that far. To the 33-yard line. It's only a 7-yard punt. Well, St. Mary's got a break there. They got a piece of it. And all things considered, St. Mary's has pretty good field position at their 33-yard line. As you get a look at the scoreboard. We're in the second period, 8-6 St. Mary's. O'Leary with the keep. Not going very far. Aiden Noak. They must be twins. Aiden Noak is a sophomore and Ronan Noak is a sophomore. They give him a yard. Second and 9. They go back to that tight double wing. And they blow the whistle first. St. Mary's going to pick up 5 yards. They'll move it back to the 29. It'll be second and 14. From the tight double wing. Affolito in motion. O'Leary dropping back. He gets hit from the blind side. He was lucky to hold on to the football. Back to the 20. They lost 9. Third and very long. You need 14 yards to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So obviously they need 24. O'Leary dropped back, rolled to the near side, and never saw the heat coming from his backside, and he was lucky to hold on to the football. He took a hit, and now St. Mary's has to take a timeout. That leaves them with 1. Because under these new federation rules, you only get 3 per half. Eight to 6 St. Mary's. Austin Prep scored first. They missed the extra point with the kick. St. Mary's scored. And Percy's 2-point conversion after O'Leary scooted 59 for the touchdown. Percy's 2-point conversion, the difference right now. But they'd like to get some yardage here. They'd like to get the first down, obviously, but 24 is asking a lot as they send wideouts right and left. O'Leary dropping back under pressure, looking. and throws it to Mike Phelps. Or, excuse me, Timmy Phelps. Mike is his father. He just threw it away. So St. Mary's will have to kick it away. And Austin Prep again should get pretty good field position. Slipping a couple of tackles and getting it back. Well, almost a 10-yard return by Altenna. And get it to the St. Mary's 43-yard line. So once again, St. Mary's defense has to come up big. They go to the spread with the two wideouts to the far side, one to the near side. I think St. Mary's just got away with it. They jumped and didn't call it. And they haven't blown the whistle yet. That pileup. You don't want to be in the bottom of that pile. Flags all over the place. I didn't see the initial flag. St. Mary's jumped. Without question, St. Mary's was offside. Now the officials getting together. And let's see what they're calling. They got the ball to the 38 for a 5-yard gain. Wow, 2 big penalties against St. Mary's. 2 15-yarders. They mark it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They didn't call the offside on St. Mary's. St. Mary's would have given them that. The 2 wideouts come to the near side this time. Noak gets stood up and just about back to the line of scrimmage. He tried to go to the right side. He ran into one of his own men. They put it back at the 10 for no gain. We know they have a kicker. So they can't get in. They actually put the ball at the 11 to start, so they can get a first down at the 1. Gizzy bouncing around. Gets to about the 6 or 7 yard line. Another pile up. Third and 6 from the 7 yard line. They go back to the I with wideouts on either side. They wrap them up. Big time play by Daniel Laurier, one of the seniors. No gain on the play. Big play for both teams here. 4th and 6. You might see Austin Prep take a timeout here. They're taking some time. They're going to go. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. They go to the spread. Now we got a whistle. And St. Mary's going to take a timeout. That's their last timeout. As you see the scoreboard, 6:07 left to play in the second period, 8-6 St. Mary's. First meeting of these two, they played each other obviously in past years, but St. Mary's they played Fenwick for a while. Then when St. Mary's jumped over into the Commonwealth Conference for a couple of years, they played Lynn Tech, which made it like it was tonight with Kip and all Lynn Thanksgiving Eve. And then when Tech thought it was time to move on, Tech picked up Austin Prep. St. Mary's went back to Fenwick. And then St. Mary's and Fenwick had that huge blow up last year on Thanksgiving, and it turned into we're not playing anymore on Thanksgiving, so now they pick up Austin Prep. Yeah, we got a whistle. Illegal procedure against Austin Prep. They move it back to the 12. And I think maybe they might be going to try a field goal here. I'm not sure why they didn't try it before. They're 5 yards further back now. It'll be a 30-yard attempt to try and get the lead. No good. I believe that was Salvatore Lococo. So they get all the way down there. They had, with the 2 huge penalties against St. Mary's, they had a 1st and 10 at the 11. They had a 3rd and 6. And then the penalty pushed them further back, and now St. Mary's will take over the 20-yard line. So we're right at the halfway mark of this third period. They fake it. O'Leary keeps. And falls forward. At the 24, he picked up 4.
4 on the play, second down and 6 off St. Mary's 24.
Wing to the far side, wide out to the near side. They dropped the football. O'Leary had it and dropped it. They lose 3. Third and 9. think that was supposed to be Athlito going to the far side. And O'Leary had it, bobbled it, dropped it, and had a fall on it to keep possession. Third and 9. O'Leary with the keep. Out near the 28. They put it at the 28. He picked up 7. And St. Mary's will have to kick it away. St. Mary's still has only 2 first downs, and one of them was the touchdown run by O'Leary. And they'll kick it away. High snap, and the kick is high and deep. They let it bounce. It takes a good St. Mary's bounce. And that's a good job. It's going to roll down to the 26-yard line. "46 yards on the punt with no return. That's a good job."
26-yard line.
.332 left till halftime, and the weatherman has cooperated somewhat. The rain was heavy at the end of the first game, and it's been light now, barely visible up in the lights. It's raining, but it's like a fine spray rather than that really hard rain that was coming down for a few minutes before. And that fog has kind of gone away. That was kind of, I don't even know what happened on that play. Everybody was moving, everybody running. Gizzy wound up with the football. I don't know if that was a direct snap to him. I thought they were going to blow the whistle and stop it because somebody jumped. They put it at the 35. He picked up 9. We had a bounce, stopping the clock at 3:25. So second down and a yard. The double wideouts to the far side in that I formation. Looking to throw, can't find anybody, going to take off and run with it. And Noak will go out of bounds. And they hit him out of bounds, and that's going to cost St. Mary's. Effelita's going to get called for the late hit. He ran out of bounds. This is going to be another huge penalty against St. Mary's. They put him out at the 49. He picked up 14. He stepped out of bounds, and he was, as his foot stepped out of bounds, Effelito hit him down around the ankles. At the 37-yard line. So give him 13 on the run and then 15 on the penalty. Is he to the near side? Ducks his head, gets to the 20-yard line. 17 quick yards. As the rain starts to come down a little bit harder now. At the 20, first and 10. They've been down here a couple of times, but they only scored once. St. Mary's got away with it there. They were offside. There's Gizzy again. Boy, he's going to be a tired young man tomorrow. He picked up 6.
Gain of 6 on the play. Second down and 4.
He got 80 yards rushing.
Off the St. Mary's 14.
They got plenty of time. 2 minutes. They got 2 timeouts. The 2 wideouts come to the near side. They break that eye behind Noak. Is he off the right side again? He's got a first down. And that wasn't Gizzy. That was McCarthy. They put it at the 10. He picked up 4 and a first down. Austin Prep trying to beat the clock. They'd like to win and score, and they get the ball to start the second half. 2 wideouts to the near side. Quarterback sneak, stays on his feet, gets inside the 5 to the 3, maybe the 2. Picked up 7.
7 on the play. Second down and goal off the St. Mary's 3.
Under a minute when they snap the ball, they still have those 2 timeouts. And we're under a minute and counting. Austin Prep trying to take the lead into the locker room. They go back to the eye. And we got a flag. Austin Prep, another penalty. Penalties didn't hurt St. Mary's. Those 2 huge penalties, they wound up stopping Austin Prep. But Austin Prep has stopped themselves a few times, especially down here. With penalties, they wound up trying to field goal. The clock is running down. Austin Prep, they let a lot of time. They've got timeouts. They didn't use them. Now they use 1. 38 ticks on the clock. The ball's back at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Actually, the down and the distance is actually meaningless right now. They've got to get in the end zone. They've got 38 seconds to do it. They still have potential field goal to take the lead. But they would give St. Mary's a lot of momentum going to the locker room if they don't score here. St. Mary's has had kind of a roller coaster year. And what I mean by that is, this is the way their season went. They won 2. They lost 2. They won 2. They lost 2. They won 2. That's how they got to 6-4. So they've won 2 in a row. They're looking to finish up the season with 7 wins and winning 3 in a row. And trying to finish up winning 2 in a row at home here. They beat Lynn Tech last week. But now they have to get by Austin Prep. And right now, Austin Prep threatening to take the lead at halftime. 3rd and goal from the 8. They give it to Gizzy straight ahead. They knock him down. And they'll take their last time out as they get to the 3-yard line. 25 seconds left. They don't have any more timeouts now. At the 3-yard line. They got 2 downs, but they only have 25 seconds. No timeouts. So here we go. Everybody in tight now. They have a wing to the far side. Gizzy, the deep man in the eye. Motion coming. They fake. They throw it. Caught in the end zone. And that's Noak to Noak. I said they have to be twins because they're both sophomores. So Ronan Noak to Aiden Noak. And Lococo will look for the extra point. That's a lot of momentum for Austin Prep to take into the locker room. And St. Mary's come flying up. And let's see if Austin Prep might not go for 2.
Penalty against St. Mary's for offside.
Austin Prep is going to go for 2 now. They missed the extra point, the first one. It's only a 4-point lead, so the kick would have only made it 5. A touchdown would have put St. Mary's ahead. But now a touchdown, St. Mary's a touchdown to tie if they get this 2-point conversion. From the spread. That snap goes right through the wickets. And you can't run it back. You used to be able to run it back. You can't now. So they go 74 yards in 8 plays. 13 picked up by quarterback Noak, 17 picked up by Gizzy on 1 run. They'll kick it off and we'll be at halftime. So they overcome that penalty and they convert. St. Mary's almost got a hand on that pass. But Noak just drifted off in the right corner of the end zone and Noak to Noak. Coming to the near side, breaking a tackle. 1 man to beat. Gets by him. Brown looking for a touchdown. He's going to run it back for a score. There's a flag on the play. It's coming back. St. Mary's fans celebrating. David Brown with a tremendous return. He's only a freshman. He beat the last, who was the kicker, went right by him, ran by everybody, and it's coming back. So that celebration, it was fun. Austin Prep fans on the other side were slamming the seats and getting disgusted. St. Mary's fans were celebrating, and just like that, it changes course. Austin Prep celebrating. St. Mary's fans can't believe it. David Brown with a tremendous return. And St. Mary's is going to be stuck. And I would think they'd probably take a knee here and just get out of here. They mark it down to the 10-yard line.
As in the first half, Austin Prep 12, St. Mary's 8.
So that'll do it for the first half. So Austin Prep got the lead 6-0. St. Mary's came back, made it 8-6. And Austin Prep virtually killed out the second half of that second period as they put the score on the board with seconds left and what looked like a quick turnaround with David Brown running the kick back for a touchdown. Got taken off the board with a penalty. And Austin Prep leading it over St. Mary's 12-8 at halftime. Welcome back to Manning Field as we're set to start the second half. It will be the last half of football for the seniors. For Austin Prep, it's Connor McCarthy, Michael Silva, Joshua Azor, Jake Taylor, Christopher Walsh, Timothy Norton, Ruv Patel, and that's it. They don't have many. And the ball's going to go out of bounds, and they can take it at the 35. I think instead they're going to have them kick it over again. St. Mary's doesn't have that many seniors either. Derek O'Leary, Sam Mellon, Marcus Brunson Perez, Nick Nowak, Alex Colasidi, Daniel Lauria, Dylan Abkarian, and that's it. Both teams are young. You kick it again. And it's going to go out of bounds again. They could wind up kicking from their end zone. They're going to have them kick it again. So they're going to kick off from the 30-yard line. In that first half, Austin Prep had 162 yards, 109 of them rushing, 12 first downs. Gizzy was the leading rusher for 85. Ronan Noak ran for 21. Ran for a touchdown, passed for a touchdown. On the other side, Doherty had 61 yards, but 59 of them was a touchdown run. Percy, usually the leading ball carrier for St. Mary's, only had 11 yards. St. Mary's only had 82 yards of offense, 2 first downs, and one of them was the run by O'Leary. They kick it at the 34-yard line. Caught on the fly and getting it into St. Mary's territory close to the 45-yard line is Al Tenor. At the St. Mary's 46. So Austin Prep scored with seconds left in the half, and then David Brown looked like he gave St. Mary's the lead back with a great kick return for a touchdown. But unfortunately, there was a penalty on the play, and they called it back. And the half ended 12-8, Austin Prep. Little inside handoff. That's going to be a first down. Joshua Azor. Picked up 11 and a first down. Wideouts right and left. The pitch coming to the near side, cuts it back to the middle. Lost the football. St. Mary says they have it. So it looked like they were moving the ball. They had a big run. That was going to be a first down. They get inside the 25. They got to the 23, picked up 12 yards. And St. Mary's comes up with the recovery. So they'll get the ball back. They go in that tight double wing. Trying to go off the right side, might have got a yard. Affolito with the carry. They gave him nothing. I thought he got at least a yard, but they put back at the 23. So 2nd and 10. They pitch it off the right side again. Ducking his head. Looking for extra yardage. Percy with the carry. He picked up 7. They go very quickly. They're running off the right side again. Percy again gets a first down.
First down, St. Mary's, ball now on the 37-yard line.
One more time, they get stood up. This time they're going to lose yardage.
Josh Percy, the ball carrier. Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 11.
They're putting the ball back at the 36. Coming to the near side, gets a block, trying to turn the corner. Bumped out of bounds. Close to the 45. That's Affolito. Right at the 45, he picked up 9. So 3rd down and 2. They give it to Percy, he lost it. Austin Prep says they have it. Now the official says they have it. Christopher Walsh recovered it.
Mary's fumble recovered by number 7, Christopher Walsh. Austin Prep, 1st and 10, Austin Prep. Ball from St. Mary's, 43.
At the 43. St. Mary's looked like they were going to blitz, and it paid off because Austin Prep moved. It cost them 5. So that'll make it 1st and 15. So St. Mary's had an opportunity. They had 3rd and 2, and the pitch to Percy was a little bit behind him. He dropped it, couldn't fall on it, and Christopher Walsh took advantage. So Austin Prep will have it for the 2nd time here in the 3rd period, leading 12-8. Looking to throw. Caught. Close to a 1st down. That's the big guy, El Tenor.
Running down fast, complete to number 83, Lynch Altidore.
They picked up 14. So they need a yard. Oak with the quarterback sneak, and they just pile. It used to be illegal to do that.
About 6 on the play in the 1st down.
They picked up 7. Two wideouts to the near side. Rolling to the near side. Making the rolling catch. Picked it off the turf. That's Azor.
Well, pass complete to number 11, Josh Azor.
They picked up 5.
Gain of 5 on the play, second down and 5. Ball for St. Mary's 23.
At the 22. Second and 5. Straight ahead, the quarterback, Noak, gets a step and gets down inside the 10 to the 8.
Gain about 14 on the play and a first down. First and goal off the prep.
First and goal from the 8. Three wideouts, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Wrapped up. They finally knock him down. They had him wrap up. He almost got away. That was McCarthy. They knock him back to the 10. The penalties offset each other, so the down's not going to count. They're going to put it back at the 8-yard line. So they put it back at the 8. And it'll be first and goal from the 8. They put it back at the 10. I don't know why they put it at 10. It should. The line of scrimmage was the 8. Off the left side. To the 5. Gizzy just went over 100 yards rushing.
5 on the play, 30 goals from the 5.
This is a big time for St. Mary's defense. Straight ahead, and he carries people in the end zone with him. McCarthy with the touchdown. .43 yards in 6 plays. 14 on that pass play from Noak to Altena. Lococo looking for the extra point. And he buried. Boy, that looked good. I should wait for the official to make the call. The kick was no good. So St. Mary's got their work cut out for him. Mary's only has 3 first downs. One came on the second play of the game. The other one came on Doherty's 59-yard run. They picked up one here in the third period. But they only have 102 yards of offense. All rushing. And we've shrunk it now to just under half this third period and the fourth period. Austin Prep's going over 200 yards, 233. They line drive it at the 8-yard line. Coming back to the near side, trying to turn the corner. Nice return. They piled them up. That was David Brown. He went to the far side, got piled up, broke it back to the near side, and almost broke it. Out to the St. Mary's 38. That's where St. Mary's will put it in play. They've got to go to work. They need 2 scores, and that's if they shut Austin Prep down. The pitch trying to come back to the near side. Not going to do anything there. No gain on the play. Second and 10. Mary's had a lot of trouble running the ball. They've got 102 yards rushing, but 59 of them came on the one play. Percy trying to turn the corner. Not going to get there. Good defense. There's a flag on the play. I don't know if that might be a face mask. They lost a yard to the 27. And a face mask against Austin Prep. That's about the only thing it could be with all those play. Percy was the only player there, and he got tackled. So they get a first down at the Austin Prep 48. Little counter with Affolito. Fighting for all the yardage he can. Might have got a couple.
Affolito, the ball carrier. Gain of 2 on the play. Second down and 8. The Austin Prep 46.
Second and 8. Boy, they're working hard for yardage. Second and 8. O'Leary looking to throw. Looking for Affolito. Try to lead him down that far side. 3rd and 8. From that tight double wing. O'Leary looking, rolling, back to the near side. Percy had to wait for it. Slips a couple of tackles, looking for a block. Cuts it up inside, stays on his feet, gets inside the 10. He had to wait almost a half an hour for that pass to get to him. Just a little pop-up. They get down to the 8-yard line. Here's the replay. Watch this. He has to wait and wait and wait. And he slips that tackle. And right here, he cuts it up inside. Almost lost his balance. Finally gets hit from behind at the 8. 38 yards. O'Leary with the keep. Gets inside the 5. He gets 3. He gets 5 to the 3. Second and goal. Under 2 when they snap the ball here in the 3rd period. Ball just slightly inside the 3. They stay in that tight double wing. O'Leary with the quarterback sneak. Gets some help from his friends. In the end zone for the touchdown.
O'Leary on the key for the St. Mary's touchdown. For Boston Prep 18, St. Mary's 14.
$62 yards in 7 plays. And they'll go for 2. Percy's going to get caught from behind. He won't get in there. Let's see, Mary's gets another life. The pulse gets a little stronger. 1:44 left in the 3rd period. Well, they were helped out by that big 15-yard penalty against Austin Prep. It was going to be 3rd and 11. Instead, it turned out to be 1st and 10 at the Austin 48-yard line. The big 38-yard pass play from O'Leary to Percy. Got it down there, and then O'Leary, in 2 carries, picked up the final 8. Gets his 2nd touchdown. And it's 18-14. And St. Mary's will kick it off. As the rain keeps coming down, hard at times, slow at times, just enough to be a pain in the neck. They kick it around at the 23-yard line. Altena. We got flags all over the place. That usually means a penalty against Austin Prep. Illegal use of the hands. So the penalty is going to push them deep. And St. Mary's would like to shut them down here. 3 and out. And get good field position into that fourth period. He threw the flag at the 26. Hope he remembers where he started. Half the distance to the 13. So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. The two receivers come to the near side. Going to the far side, close to first down yardage. That's Azor. He picked up 9. That's just about going to do it for this third period. One play, maybe two. The wideouts go right and left now. Straight ahead, gets a step, one man to beat with the speed, stops, cuts around, carrying people with him to the 25-yard line. That's Gizzy.
Michael Gizzy, the ball carrier. And a 54 on the play.
53 yards on the carry.
First and 10 off the press ball for St. Mary's 25.
He goes over 150 yards rushing. And this is a big part of the ball game for St. Mary's. This will probably be the last play of the period, but they've got to shut him down here. Trying to run straight ahead. And again, banging off bodies. McCarthy stopped dead in his tracks and wound up picking up 3.
That is the end of the third quarter. With the score off the prep 18, St. Mary's 14.
Austin Prep closing in on 300 yards. They need 2 yards. That 53-yard run by Gizzy took a little bit of air out of the tires of St. Mary's. They were looking to shut him down deep. Instead, Azor picks up 9. Gizzy almost broke it, picks up 53. .226 yards rushing for Austin Prep. 298 yards of offense as they have 3 wideouts. To keep Noak inside the 20. They put it at the 18. He picked up 4.
They will bring up a 3rd and 4 for St. Mary's 19.
Third and just about 3. Coming to the near side. Big first down and a lot more. Noak went into the end zone for a touchdown. I watched the first guy go down, but it wasn't Noak, it was a blocker. In for the touchdown. "87 yards in 5 plays. Noka's rushed for 64. He's passed for 72. He scored 2 and passed for 1. And he'll go for 2. Rolling to the right, easily in.
The point conversion is good. 11:03 left in the ball game. Austin Prep 26, St. Mary's 14.
So he's rushed for 2, passed for 1, rushed for a 2-point conversion. I think he might have sold popcorn and hot dogs at halftime. "17 first downs for Austin Prep. 320 yards of offense. St. Mary's has 149, and 2 of those, a 38-yard pass to Percy and a 59-yard run by O'Leary. At the 22-yard line, they flip it back to Brown. He's got some room, steps inside, stays on his feet. Nice return to the 45.
David Brown on the return on the lateral. First and 10.
They gave up yardage to give it to Brown, and it paid off. St. Mary's has good field position, but they got to go to work. So 97 yards picked up on that 1 pass and 1 run out of 149 yards that they have. O'Leary gets buried in the backfield. He loses 4. Second and 14. Now the clock is the enemy for St. Mary's.
Loss of 4 on the play. Second down and 14. Ball for the St. Mary's 40.
Somebody's turkey is going to taste a lot better tomorrow, but right now it favors Austin Prep. The quick out, looking for a block. And they're going to get not a lot.
Allie Barry on the pass to Derek O'Leary.
Allie Barry with the catch.
5 on the play. They will bring up a second correction. Third down and 9. Ball for St. Mary's 45.
So they picked up 5. Third down and 9. And I'm going to guess that they're in 4-down territory here because we're closing in on 9 minutes to play and they're down 2 scores. Trying to come to the near side, turning the corner, stepping up inside, diving ahead is Percy.
Percy, the ball carrier. Brendan Walsh on the tackle.
They picked up 6. So it's going to be 4th down and 3.
Gain of 6 on the play. 4th and 3. Ball for the Austin Prep 49.
St. Mary's will take a timeout. It's a huge play in the ball game. I mean, they still have to convert and go down and score and get the ball back, but it's a huge play because if they don't make it, they're going to give Austin Prep very good field position, and they can run a lot of time off the clock and really shrink the game up. That's why I mentioned the enemy for St. Mary's is now the clock. We mentioned St. Mary's has won 2 in a row. They're looking to make it 3 in a row at home. Finish up the season at 7-4, but their backs are to the wall right now. They've got a pulse, but it's faint. Austin Prep looking to climb as close as they've been to 500, finishing at 5-6, but finishing off big with a win. Affolito gets to the outside, gets a step, stays in his feet, caught from behind at the 20, maybe the 19. Nice run. So the pulse gets a little heavier. They put it at the 20. He picked up 29. St. Mary's going quickly. Trying to run it off the right side. Not much there. We're going to see Mary's player down. They got to the 17-yard line.
Second down and 6 for the Austin Prep 18-yard line.
They stay in that tight double wing. O'Leary looking to throw. Lobs it way out of play. Third down and 7. The ball at the 17-yard line.
O'Leary's pass at Kenneth Bradley Barry is incomplete.
.7:28 left in the game. Austin Prep by 12. Pitch to Affolito. Tries to cut it up inside. Falls forward to about the 15. And it's going to bring up what might be the game here. 4th and 5.
And a 1 on the play.
4th and 5.
St. Mary's ball for the Austin Prep 15.
Two wideouts to the near side. Motion coming to the near side. O'Leary rolling that way. Looking, lets it fly. Incomplete, not close.
Eric O'Leary's pass is incomplete.
And that's going to turn it over. So St. Mary's hurt themselves by running time off the clock.
Ball for their own 15-yard line.
high formation for Austin Prep. Bouncing it to the outside, getting a step, slipping, falling. That's Gizzy. What a game he's had. Out to the 31. 16 yards.
Nelson first down, first and 10 Austin Prep, ball from their own 31.
From the eye. And we got a timeout call by Austin Prep. Just past the halfway mark of this fourth and final period. We've named all the seniors. It's a tough game. This is a big game. This isn't the rivalry that it will become as they play over the years, this being the first game. But when you get, like the game before this, Kip and Lynn Tech, it's only their second meeting, but they're two Lynn schools. English and Classical, two Lynn schools. Swampscott Marblehead playing forever. Winthrop Revere, Peabody Saugus, they play forever. They get to know each other. They get to know the parks. The coaches know each other. The players get to know each other playing against football, other sports. And the fans get to know the games and the history and what happens and who wins, who loses. It's a big part of people's lives, Thanksgiving football. Bouncing it to the outside again. Staying on his feet yet again.
Michael Gizzy, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back first downs picked up by Gizzy. Gets it to the 42. He picked up 12 more. He's closing in on 200 yards.
Number 11 in the first down, first and 10 Austin Prep, ball from their own 42.
At the 42, they're leading by 12. They're holding on to the football. They're moving the chains. They're shrinking the game. And St. Mary's backs it to the wall right now. They squeezed through a couple of defenders, and they wound up with a first down.
Josh Azure, the ball carrier. Ellie Barry on the tackle. Gain of 12 in the first
Azure
down, 10 Austin Prep. Ball
gets it to the St. Mary's 47. 11 yards and a first down. Back-to-back-to-back first downs. And when they snap it, we'll be under 5 minutes. Wideouts right and left. All these guys making these plays are underclassmen. Austin Prep in no hurry. The pitch coming to the near side. Cutting it back up inside, and they don't take him down with that first hit. He gets an extra yard or two each and every time.
Michael Gizzy, the ball carrier.
He picked up 8 more.
Barry on the tackle. Gain of
He needs 9 for 200 yards.
off the St. Mary's 39.
Second and 2. And they just watched that clock run down. The pitch, who else? Gizzy to the right side. Slips another tackle and he's gone. What a way to go over 200 yards.
Michael Gizzy on the carry and the touchdown. 39-yard touchdown run, Mike Gizzy.
We watched last week Sam O'Fury go over 200 yards against Peabody. Now, here's Gizzy, 230 yards and a touchdown. 4 first downs in 5 plays by Austin Prep. $85 yards in 5 plays. They don't get in. But they put this one away.
Point diversion is no good.
.333 yards rushing. Austin Prep went over 400 yards, 21 first downs, and Gizzy is at 229 and a touchdown. So St. Mary's are going to go back to that roller coaster ride, winning 2, losing 2, but they'll won their last 2. They'll lose 1 to finish up because they don't have another game. They kick it deep at the 8-yard line, coming to the near side, cutting back and getting to about the 20-yard line is David Brown. He's had a nice night returning kicks.
David Brown on the return.
So each time the St. Mary's has won 2, they've lost the next game. In most cases, they lost the next 2. Now, after winning 2 at home, they're not going to make it 3 in a row at home, and but it's going to be 1 loss after 2 wins. But it's a young team. They only have 6 seniors that we named. All the key players, with the exception of the quarterback O'Leary, are back. 3:47 left. Affolito with a head of steam up. And they keep pushing and shoving, and he winds up with a very big gain. We got flags all over the place. A little extracurricular activity at the end of the play. To the 35-yard line. Personal foul against St. Mary's.
Personal foul against St. Mary's.
So he gets 15 yards on the carry. And they're going to move him back 15 yards. And we're going to be right back where we started. They put it back at the 20-yard line. So it's going to be back to 1st and 10. Austin Prep went 57 yards in 8 plays on their first possession. Noki went in from the 2. Kick was no good. It was 6-0. St. Mary's came right back, 67 yards in 3 plays. Doherty going 59 for the touchdown. Percy ran the conversion. St. Mary's had their only lead of the night, 8-6 in the second period. Ending the second period, eating up most of the second half of the second period. Austin Prep went 74 yards in 8 plays, and it was the twins. Ronan Noki, the quarterback, to Aiden Noki, the tight end. His flags coming all over the place again. First he gets a first down, but it's coming back. 78 yards in 8 plays on third down with clock winding down. That 3-yard touchdown pass made it 12-8 at halftime. They came out on their second possession after recovering a fumble. They went 43 yards in 6 plays. McCarthy went in from the 5 to make it 18-8. And in the fourth period, they went 87 yards in 5 plays. Noki getting a touchdown, his second from the 18. He rushed in the conversion, was 26-14. And then after stopping St. Mary's, they went 85 yards in 5 plays, 4 of them double-digit runs, 4 of them first downs, most of them by Gizzy. He went the final 39 for the score, and that's where we are, 32-14.
Penalty will make it a 1st and 20, ball from the 9-yard line.
Not much there. They gave the first down on that run to Affolito and then moved it back 15 yards. They let it fly long and deep. Incomplete. Looking for Affolito. Affolito had to wait for it. That allowed the running back to come back. With 1:35 left, they're not going to punt from here. But they need 20 on third down. And they lose yardage. Back to the 8. Back to the 7. Clock is running. And this will be the last play because St. Mary's, they need half the distance of Western Avenue for a first down, and that won't help them any either. So rolling, looking, in trouble. He runs with it, takes it out of bounds shy of the 20-yard line. And Austin Prep will take a knee, and that'll do it. They mark him out at the 17-yard line, so they gave him 10. So O'Leary runs for 75, Affolito runs for 67, Percy ran for 36. St. Mary's winds up with 212 yards of offense, but 126 of them came on 3 plays. A 29-yard run by Affolito, a 59-yard run by O'Leary for a touchdown, and a 38-yard pass from O'Leary to Percy. And Austin Prep is going to win it. And they're going to go 1-0 in this Thanksgiving Eve rivalry that's starting right now. St. Mary's will drop to 6-5. They'll have a winning season. A lot of people would not have thought that with all the offensive power and defensive power that graduated last year. This is a very young team. They only have 6 seniors, so they'll be back. But unfortunately, they come up shy tonight. Defense just couldn't shut a very good Austin Prep team down. Gizzy for Austin Prep goes for 229 yards. The quarterback, Ronan Noki, runs for 2, passes to his twin, Aiden Noki, for a touchdown. Also ran a conversion. McCarthy ran for a touchdown. Gizzy, with that 229 yards, goes for a touchdown. O'Leary went 59 for a score. And then O'Leary went 3 for the score. So he gets both touchdowns. The conversion was by Percy. So St. Mary's will finish up 6-5. Austin Prep, the turkey will taste a little bit better on Thanksgiving Day for Austin Prep as they make their way back to, I think, somewhere around Middleton, I believe is where they're from, out in that area. So they end their season on a high note with a big win. St. Mary's, once again, after winning 2, they can't get 3 in a row. Each time they won 2 in a row, they lost most all the way during the year. They lost the next 2, but they lose the next one this time with only 1 game left, and they wind up 6-5. A winning season for a very young St. Mary's team. I think Coach Sean Driscoll and his staff should be proud of these young kids. Almost all the key players are back next year, and it should be quite a trip. So a big win for Austin Prep. They win it over St. Mary's, and they do it in fine fashion by a score of 32-14. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.